What if you could carry an entire private, secure computer in your pocket and plug it into any phone, Mac, Windows PC, or Linux machine in seconds? I'm Ahmed, and today I want to show you something that genuinely stopped me in my tracks. And trust me, after years of reviewing tech, that doesn't happen easily. This tiny little thing sitting in my hand right now is called the TrustKernel PlugMate, and it might be just the most interesting gadget I've held in a very long time. So, what exactly is this thing? Think of it as a thumb-sized computer. It runs its own operating system called PlugOS, and it is entirely separate from whatever Android phone, iPad, iPhone, Windows PC, or Linux machine, or even Mac you plug it into. You connect it via USB-C, and instantly a whole new system boots up right in front of you. So essentially, you're carrying a second computer with you, except it fits in your keychain, and that alone is wild to me. Now let's talk about what's actually packed inside this little thing, because when I first heard the specs, I had to double check. It has an 8-core processor, 4 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage. That is honestly better than some phones people are still using today, and it's all crammed into something that looks to most people like a regular USB stick. That's actually part of the genius here. Nobody looks at this and thinks, oh, this is a computer. That's a real security advantage in that invisibility. Now, the security features are where this device really starts to get interesting. We're talking full disk encryption, pre-boot authentication, and self-destruct protection. All of the data lives inside the device itself. Nothing touches the host system you plug it into. So if you walk into an internet cafe, plug this in, do your work, and walk out, you have left absolutely zero trace behind. This is physical isolation, a completely separate computing environment, almost like a virtual machine, but in hardware form. Now I want to show you something that I think is the single most visible demonstration of what PlugMate does for your privacy. It's called anti-screenshot protection. When you're running PlugMate, if anyone or anything tries to capture your screen, all they will get is a blank frame, a background app, malware quietly screenshotting every few seconds, a remote access tool. Doesn't matter. The content just doesn't appear. I tested this myself, pulled up some sensitive information inside PlugMate, triggered a screenshot, and even tried screen recording, as you can see right now, and the result was exactly that. Empty, like nothing was even there. And that's the kind of point. Malware that silently records your screen is one of the most common ways sensitive data gets stolen, and most people have no idea it's even happening. PlugMate just closes that door entirely. For anyone handling financial data, private messages, or confidential documents, that's not a small thing. Who is this actually designed for? Honestly, more people than you would think. Beyond everyday business use, there are two areas where this device becomes genuinely critical. First, AI agent privacy. As AI agents gain broader access to host environments, personal data becomes increasingly valuable. PlugMate is one of the very few portable devices capable of fully isolating AI agent data at the hardware level. By running AI agents on PlugMate, users can eliminate the risk of sensitive conversations being exposed through host device monitoring, malware, or remote access tools, protecting both your prompts and your AI-generated information. Second, Web3 asset protection. For crypto users, standard smartphones and computers are increasingly vulnerable to malware, phishing, and system-level takeovers. If your host device is compromised, hot wallets becomes prime target for private key theft. PlugMate eliminates this through complete hardware isolation, keeping private keys and sensitive wallet operations inaccessible to attackers. Even if your main device is infected, it means financial-grade security standards with duress passwords, automatic full disk wiping on failed attempts, and an independent firewall. For frequent travelers and remote workers, this appeal is obvious. Pop this in your pocket and your entire workspace comes with you. No heavy machine to lug around. Now, I want you to be straight with you. This is not a powerhouse replacement for your main machine. It won't handle heavy video editing or high-end gaming. Its strength is focused, secure, everyday use, browsing, communication, secure tasks, financial tools, etc. That's the lane it was built for, and within that lane, it genuinely delivers. There's also a learning curve, though I'll be honest, I picked it up faster than I expected. If you're already comfortable using an Android phone, this is going to feel familiar pretty quickly. The app library is also still growing, but the core functionality is already solid. Here's the thing that keeps coming back to me. In a world where every platform is harvesting data, every app is tracking behavior, and data breaches are practically routine news. Having something that physically separates your sensitive activity from everything else feels less like a luxury and more like a necessity. So, is it worth it? In my opinion, absolutely. If security, privacy, and portability are things you genuinely care about, this is one of the most clever and purposeful gadgets I have come across in years, and I cover a lot of gadgets. I've dropped the discount link in the description below if you want to grab one directly from the manufacturer. Check it out, do your research, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'll catch you in the next video. Until that day, take care.